Shit like this further proves my point in why we should all channel our hate towards Studio Periods instead of blaming Kishimoto for what he didn't do. Lately, people have been expressing their frustrations about Orochimaru. Literally, every time I see an Orochimaru edit or anything Orochimaru related, you see comments like,
"Why was this dude forgiven and let off the hook so easily?
And they let him back in the village."
You can't say no. This man was invited to Naruto's wedding, by the way.
Hold on. Stop.
okay, I'ma have to stop you right there. See, one thing with the Naruto fandom is that they base their opinions off memory, and most of that memory isn't good. The people today who still defend Naruto or still prefer Naruto over other series that everyone calls Naruto glazers are people who rewatch or reread the show or manga. As for the comments, yes, I would agree that Orochimaru was let off the hook easily, but the misconception is that he's a walking free man, and that's not the case. The only reason why Orochimaru isn't killed is because he's too valuable. He's a walking encyclopedia of forbidden jutsu and biotechnology that would benefit them. I'd also like to throw in that he basically helped them in the war. But I'm not gonna sit here and defend this man, okay? I want no part in that. Orochimaru has done some of the most heinous shit. What hasn't he done at this point? But he's not the only one. Konoha is a village built on bloodshed and betrayal. And if I'm being honest, half the leadership deserves to die, but yeah, they're still alive. Orochimaru has shown no interest in anything negative so far and even created a child that actively assists in the village as a shinobi. He's under surveillance 24/7 by Yamato, so that man is not free. He is nowhere near the village. I don't know where you got the information from that he was invited to Naruto's wedding, but OMG, no. I mostly blame Studio Periods for this because in the novels, which is where the blank period arc is adapted from, there were no mentions of Orochimaru frolicking around like you saw in the anime. In fact, half of the bullshit in the anime wasn't even in the novels. Studio Periods has to be Kishimoto's biggest enemy when it comes to misinformation. I think this is where people got the notion that Orochimaru was walking free. But as for him being invited to Naruto's wedding, that never happened. Even the anime didn't put that in.
Of all of the things in the world that have never happened, that has never happened the most. That is the most didn't happen shit of all time.